if alcohol comes out, we've had these conversations, you know, people are going to get a little crunk and wild.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Watch this, right there. And listen, and watch this, y'all. Watch this. And when people start dancing like this, don't laugh at me. I'm going to give you a little example. This to let you know it's time to go. You know, y'all dance different back in the day, though. When my uncle them started, and they started doing, they might see somebody, they be like, hey, go ahead, what you doing? I said, oh my. He walked in, he don't know what he walked into. But this is what my dad did. We talking about my start, my struggle, my success. I said, Dad, I gotta go, man. He said, man, I'm so glad you came because you never come to the family functions and stuff. He said, I know you're trying to change your life, man. So a part of changing your life is changing your environment. A part of changing your life is changing your what?
Environment.
Because what I found out is the people you hang around is like elevators. They take you up or they take you down. No one goes on the elevator just to chill. You know how my beautiful ladies in the back, I strategically teach and I set them up. And I'm going to loop back to it. Remember I said, I want y'all to be closer to us. And what was their response? We just chilling. She said it. Right? I play a lot, but I'm extremely observant. She said, we just chilling. But guess what? There is no chilling in life. You're either going up or you're going down. The people you hang around, oh man, we just cool, man. We just kicking it. We just friends, man. We like to chop it up. We like to talk. They can take you up or take you down. The elevators. No one goes on the elevator just to sit there and chill. Yeah, I just like the elevator music. No, you going up, you going down. So because of that situation, because of that fact, my start, my struggle, my success, because of that fact, guess what? I had to separate myself. And my dad, he pulled me to the side, and he looked at me. He said, man, I never told you this before, but I'm so proud of you. I said, yeah, appreciate it, Dad. I appreciate it. I don't really like to get emotional like that, so I said, I appreciate it, Dad. He said, you know what I'm proud of you about, man? He had a what cup in his hand?
Red.
Is it getting to the back? He had a what cup in his hand?
Red.
Is it getting to the middle? He had a what cup in his hand?
Red.
Is it getting to the front? He had a what cup in his hand?
Red.
He had a red cup in his hand. I'm talking about my start, my struggle, my success. He looked me out, he said, I'm proud of you because this is not your struggle. I'm going to be transparent because he gave me permission. There was a girl walking by at the party, right? She was a Lucy Fruity, Lucy Boo. Y'all know if y'all know that. Check it. Listen, he said, this is not your struggle. Guess what? Then he pointed, so he said, that's not your struggle. He said, you're breaking the family curse. It's on us. And what he didn't realize is that was my start, but I still had my struggle. I still had situations in my life that I needed God to help me with. I wrote a song one time and I said everything was good, but as I got older, I said Daddy started kicking from the inside. I said I used to be a good person, but then as I got older, my DNA started to betray me because Daddy started kicking from the inside. That means those things, I remember growing up sitting in the room, and I was sitting in the room, and they would put me in the room, and all the kids would be in the room, and I remember looking up on the door, and there was smoke coming from up under the door. Because on the other side of the door, there was adults doing drugs. Some of that, y'all may be familiar with that. And I remember sitting in those situations saying, this will never be my struggle. I'm never going to do that. But guess what? As I got older, Daddy started kicking from the inside. Because what I found out as part of my start, my struggle, my success, my dad, even though he wasn't a part of my life, so to speak, he didn't just give me his name. He gave me the struggles. He gave me the family curses, the generational curses, right? What he didn't know, he pointed to that little girl and said, that ain't your struggle. What he didn't know, when I went to college, I'm getting knocks on my door. I opened the door, and as I looked at Mamacita, Mamacita, y'all know what the Mamacita took over there? Why are they clapping? They ain't clapped on that time. They Mamacita. That's weird. Did you see the clap? Couple. I don't think I never got a clap on it before. Mamacita. Check it. So I had to make those decisions, and I had to make a decision about what I would do in life.
Right, right.
I had to make my own decision because I was different. I had different thoughts, but I found myself doing the things I said I would never even do. Right? Because you know what? Willpower is not enough. Willpower is not enough. You gotta have God. Now I'm gonna hit you with a scripture. Now watch this. Isaiah 55:8 says, "My thoughts are higher than your thoughts. My ways are higher than your ways." You know what the reality of the situation is? I remember being your age. My mama said, "Boy, you're smelling yourself now." You know what? Because at a certain point, I don't know. It just clicked in. I don't know, y'all. It clicked in. I looked in the mirror one day and I'm like, "Boy, you all right? Boy, you all right?" Yeah, I didn't know before. I didn't think shooting basketball was a big deal, but I started noticing like, whoa, I'm actually blacker than these boys. Like, and then, you know, I thought girl was just silly, she giggling. Then I found out the giggle, like, I found out what was going on. So mama done said I'm smelling myself, right? So what happened is life began to change, right? Listen, watch this. Life began to change, and even though I was different, I had to realize, was I really gonna be different? Or is this just something I'm saying? Because when I was young, I made a commitment to God in the back seat of an old, I think it was like an old Chevrolet. Because I was in there with a drunk driver. He was jumping curves. Boom, speeding. I thought my life was over. I was at your age, guys. I'm not talking about adult stuff. I undid my seatbelt. Turned around, got on the floorboard of the car. Knelt down, because that's the only way I knew to pray. And I said, "God, I promise, if you get me out of this car alive, I promise you I'll be different.